The morning rush had just settled inside Rivergate National Bank, the kind of place where the marble floors gleam, the air is cold, and everyone pretends to be busy. At 10:17 a.m., a woman stepped through the revolving doors, calm, confident, and carrying a slim portfolio. Her name was Dr. Sienna Monroe, though no one inside bothered to ask. To them, she was just another customer. To the world, she was the CEO of Monroe Holdings, a multibillion-dollar logistics and real estate empire. But on this morning, wearing a simple gray blazer and a natural puff of curls, she was treated like she didn't exist. Sienna approached the front counter with a polite smile. "Good morning. I have a 10:30 appointment with Mr. Hargrove." The teller never looked up. She kept typing, sighing loudly, as if Sienna's voice were an inconvenience. "Fill out a ticket and wait your turn," she said, waving a single acrylic nail in the air. Sienna stayed composed. My appointment was scheduled. He should be expecting me. That finally made the teller look, not respectfully, but judgmentally. Her eyes traveled from Sienna's blazer to her purse to her face. "He doesn't take walk-ins," she replied. "I'm not a walk-in, I'm Dr. Monroe." The teller laughed. "Right, well, if you're here for a loan, go to the back." A nearby security guard stepped forward, arms crossed. "Ma'am, you need to step aside. You're holding up the line." Sienna inhaled slowly. She had experienced this energy before, the silent assumptions, the quiet disrespect. But instead of reacting, she simply said, "Fine, I'll wait." She sat near the window, pulled out her phone, and sent a simple text, "I've arrived. Observing." The reply came instantly. "Understood. Proceed." As minutes passed, she watched the staff greet a white couple warmly, offering them bottled water. An older businessman was escorted to a private office immediately. Meanwhile, she remained completely invisible. But at 10:29 a.m., everything changed. The glass doors opened wide and a small entourage entered. Executives in tailored suits, assistants holding tablets, and at the center, Mr. Leonard Hargrove, the regional manager. The same man who supposedly couldn't take walk-ins because he was in a meeting. The staff straightened like soldiers. The teller adjusted her hair. Everyone stood taller until Hargrove froze. His eyes locked on Sienna, his face drained of color. "Sienna?" he whispered. She stood with the calm authority of someone who had been underestimated too many times. "Dr. Monroe," she corrected. "You're 3 minutes early for our meeting." "I appreciate the punctuality." The teller's mouth fell open. The security guards stared at the floor, no one breathed. Sienna stepped toward them, her heels soft but commanding on the marble. "Allow me to introduce myself to those who felt I didn't exist 10 minutes ago." Every employee was watching now, wide-eyed, afraid, unsure. "I am the majority shareholder and acting CEO of Monroe Holdings. As of last quarter, this bank holds my company's primary operating accounts." A hush swallowed the entire room. "Which means," she continued, "every dollar this branch processes runs through my authorization." She turned to Hargrove. "And since respect is apparently optional here, I decided to re-evaluate our partnership while I was waiting." "Dr. Monroe, please," he stammered. She opened her portfolio, pulling out a document. "This is our termination notice. Effective immediately, Monroe Holdings will transfer all accounts to Midtown Central by 5 p.m. Gasps erupted. The branch would lose 72% of its revenue overnight." Sienna wasn't finished. "To the teller who dismissed me and the guard who tried to push me aside, your behavior reflects your training and your values. You are both dismissed. Effective immediately." Neither argued. They couldn't. Sienna stepped back, surveying the silent room, a room that had judged her within seconds of walking in. "This is not revenge," she said firmly. "This is accountability. Today, your customer became your consequence." She hitched her purse over her shoulder and walked toward the exit. Every step echoed across the marble, the sound of a system collapsing under its own prejudice. Before she stepped outside, she glanced back once. A simple look. A final reminder, respect is free. Disrespect can be very expensive. And with that, Dr. Sienna Monroe walked out, leaving behind a lesson no one in that bank would ever forget.